Hi, my name is David P. Shapiro. I'm the owner and managing partner of the law office of David P. Shapiro, located in San Diego, California, where my firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. And in this video, I want to talk to you about the difference between a solo practitioner in criminal defense and a fully staffed, fully equipped law firm. And there are many differences. Admittedly, particularly in San Diego, there are a lot of solo practitioners, a lot of small law firms when we're dealing with criminal defense. Some of that is by the nature of the business. San Diego is not really known for large criminal defense firms. Some of it is by necessity. Some of it is because people like hang their own shingle and do a little criminal law, maybe do a little trust in estates, do a little different things. But what I want to make clear is, just so you understand out there, if you or a loved one is looking to hire a criminal defense lawyer or a criminal defense law firm, some key differences between a solo practitioner and a firm, and some questions you may want to ask a solo practitioner, and some questions you may want to ask a law firm when interviewing them and meeting with them to determine whether or not they're a good fit for you and you're a good fit for them to proceed forward representing your best interest in your criminal matter. So a couple of things at hand here, right? First is, with a solo practitioner, the benefit of it is you may know who's going to be working on your case. A lot of solo practitioners will advertise that, hey, I'm the one who answers the phone and I'm the only one you deal with. Okay, well, that's great, right? That's a good marketing tactic or a good marketing effect. But when you really peel back and you step back from a second, right, an instinct's like, wow, that's awesome, right? I'm going to call this person, they're going to answer the phone. I'm only going to be dealing with them. I'm not going to get the runaround. I'm going to get direct answers. But think about it from a business perspective. When that attorney or that solo practitioner is in court, who's answering their calls? Who's taking care of their clients? When that solo practitioner, individual attorney is in, let's say they're in a trial, for a week or 2 weeks, and all day, all night, they're focused on that trial. Who's taking the calls? Who's addressing their other clients? And then the other issue is, well, that's awesome that you give that individual attention to each and every client you have, but how many clients do you really have, and is there a reason why you don't have more? So those are things you really want to factor in, right? So at first glance, it may be really appealing when a solo practitioner will talk about why I answer all my calls. You only deal with me. Well, that sounds like a lot of ego, their ego. That doesn't really sound like that's in the client's best interest, right? Because what's in the client's best interest might be, very well, depending on the case, a fully staffed team of multiple attorneys with multiple perspectives, of multiple legal assistants, so someone that's always there for you to point you in the right direction, to try and get your questions answered as quickly as possible. Right? So I always take a step back when I see that. Oh, me, I. That's a lot of ego talking. And that's not necessarily what might be in your best interest as the criminally accused, right? You want a lawyer, every lawyer has an ego, but the reality is when they focus their marketing on stuff that benefits them, the lawyer, and not necessarily the client, that's a main concern. So, well, what's the difference, right? Okay, why would I hire a firm if I don't know who everybody is? Exactly. So one thing you really want to look at if you're considering hiring a law firm, so say you're like, okay, I get why, a solo practitioner may not be the best move for me or my brother or my wife or my spouse or my father or my mother in their criminal case. But don't just go saying, oh, hire a firm because the legal advertising says that they're a law firm. What is there to back that up, right? What is there on their website to indicate who's a part of this firm? Who are the legal assistants? Who are the attorneys that potentially may be working on your case? What type of involvement does this firm have in the community? How entrenched are they in the community? Are they a fly-by-night law firm that comes into San Diego for a couple of months from Los Angeles, from Orange County, from wherever, and gets a couple of cases and dips out? Are they a firm based somewhere else and they just farm out to local attorneys to do some work here and there for you? Do your research on that firm too. Just don't be sold on the fact that, well, it's a law firm, it has to be better than a solo practitioner. That's not the purpose of this video. There are solo practitioners out there who are brilliant lawyers and as good, if not better, than anyone out there. You just need to do your research and you need to consider these things, good, bad, and otherwise, for both sides. So we hope this video has been helpful, giving you, at least some questions to think about when determining who or which firm or what attorney is the best fit for your criminal case, particularly your criminal case in San Diego. If you have any questions about your matter specifically in San Diego, you can always feel free to give my firm a call, 619-295-3555. Again, David Shapiro. My firm helps good people regain control of their future when charged with a crime. 619-295-3555.